direction of your team right now?
Well, I mean, obviously, we'd like to feel better about our game. You know, it's hard to feel good about your game unless you get results. And, you know, we've been sporadic with them lately. But for me, I still believe in this group. I believe we have what it takes. We've shown an ability to be a really good hockey team, and that's what we've got to capture. And so we'll fight every day to make sure we do that.
Taylor, is there any kind of an update on Zucker and just what's the feeling seeing him go down to the left, just have?
Yeah, no, I don't have an update at this point. He's being evaluated for lower body injury. You know, Zuck's had a tough year from an injury standpoint.
Sam up front.
Mike, Pedersen and Kapanen both spoke to the lack of quality when it came to the dump-ins into the offensive end and the controlled placement of them and keeping them away from Smith. Was that something that was frustrating to you as well? Because they both said that, you know, that was a point of emphasis coming in.
Well, we knew he played the puck really well, and so we're trying to keep it away from him. Sometimes if you have time and space and you have an opportunity to keep it away from him, certainly we want to try to, you know, we want to try to put pucks in areas where you've got an opportunity to get it back, or at least put it under pressure. You know, otherwise he's going to start their breakout for them, and that's one of the strengths of his game. We're well aware of that. You know, there were instances where I thought we had opportunities to keep it away from him. We didn't. There were other times we did. And so, you know, I thought when we did give it to him, sometimes we almost created opportunities off of the pressure we put on him as well. And so, you know, and that was a point of emphasis also. So we could have been better in that area. Yeah, we probably could have been better in that area. That boils down to execution and awareness.
Davey in the middle.
Mike, there's obviously a lot to like about McDavid's game, but is there any one quality or trait that he has that particularly stands out to you?
I just think his ability to execute at such a high speed. You know, his pace of play is he's so fast. He's tough to handle. You know, if you give him too much ice, you know, he can pick you apart. If you get too tight to him, he can beat you with wide speed. That's the challenge when you play against him. He has dynamic, explosive speed, and he has the ability to execute and make plays at a high rate of speed. I think that for me is the biggest thing that jumps out.
Mike, you tried some different line combinations tonight. What are your initial impressions of those, and injury permitting, are you likely to use those again?
Well, we didn't get to use them very much because we lost Zuck fairly quickly, so we had to adjust, and you know, so as a result, we didn't get to use them quite as much. You know, we've had Sid, Jake, and Rusty together most of the year. They've been a pretty dynamic line for us all year long. You know, I thought they had their moments in the game. They had a lot of really good looks, 5-on-5. They didn't score, but they did everything but. You know, it was tough to evaluate Gino's line at this point. So I don't know if I have an opinion on that one yet. I'd like to see a little bit more, but we're obviously going to have to make adjustments here, depending on what, you know, what sort of results we get back from Zuck or not. So it was tough because we lost him so early in the game, so we didn't even really get a chance to give the lines an opportunity to get some traction.
Last one, Dan.
Mike, a couple of the guys talked about struggling with confidence as a team. Do you think that plays a role in kind of a quiet third period tonight?
I think it can. You know, I think it can. It's, you know, these guys are human and they have emotions, and when things don't go the right way, it's, you know, these guys are proud guys. So, but I think that's a resilience that we have to develop in order to overcome that sort of a challenge. You know, that's something that we have control over. You know, confidence is a fleeting thing. You can get it back just as fast as you lose it. You know, and your biggest foundation for confidence for me is preparation and readiness, and that's your foundation, and that's what we need to build. So, you know, I know this group is capable. They're an accomplished group. We've got a wealth of experience inside that locker room. We got to draw on that experience right now more than ever. You know, because when you, as a team, when you don't get the consistent results, you know, that's just part of human nature. but that's something that we have to overcome, and we've got to try to grab a hold of it quickly. Like I said, we believe in this group. They're a good hockey team. When we play the game a certain way, we believe we can compete against anybody, and that's got to be our mindset moving forward.